I'm feeling euphoria, now my auras are feeling ominous. Tapping into potential that is truly bottomless. Achieve a new level of my mental, I'm attracting opulence.
No matter what you do in life, people are always going to hate on you. No matter how perfectly you do something. You could do something with no flaws, and people are still going to hate on you. That's because of an internal conflict. That's something you can't take personally. So, that being said, would you rather do something that is inauthentic to yourself to try and get more people's approval, get that instant gratification of following a trend, and people are like really giving you a lot of attention right now, and then eventually, poof, you fall off the face of the earth when that trend goes into some new trend, and you didn't make no real shit. You made some fraudulent shit to try and fit the template of this temporary trend. Or would you rather be true to yourself, be authentic to yourself, and make something that will be eternal and timeless? People will forever be able to resonate from that because it came from a place of authenticity, where you are emotionally someone else in this world is, and that's timeless. Be authentic to yourself and you will be eternal. How often do you try to create something and then you find yourself consuming something? This is the way that we have been programmed. Since we were watching television, essentially, they were telling lies to our vision through these television sets, and we were being subconsciously programmed to be consumers. And everything, our advertisements in our phones, everything is subconsciously programming us to be consumers. Because in reality, our true nature is a creator. And they don't want us to exploit that. They want us to be consumers because they want to be the creators. You know, you get where I'm going with this. So that is a subconscious habit that you have to really focus on. Because how often will you just be working on something, you set the time and the intention to create something, and then you get a text message, and then you get an Instagram notification, and you're on Instagram, and then a new video is posted on YouTube, and then you're watching YouTube videos, and then a half hour goes by and you didn't create anything. You have to kick that habit and create when you're supposed to create. Don't consume. Our higher self, prior to our incarnation, had a plan for us. This is the extent that destiny, I guess you could say, takes its role in our incarnation. However, we do possess free will, so we may choose to go down that path, we may completely go opposite of that path, or you may evolve past that. You know, we possess free will, so that is like a blueprint that may not always go exactly as planned. Therefore, accordingly to how our incarnation is going, our higher self may guide us whether to this path that it originally set for us prior to the incarnation, or the path that it finds best fit due to the actions we took in our incarnation. Whatever it sees fit to work with and work through the karma that we have to work through in this incarnation. And the way that it guides us is through our intuition, our feelings, our emotions, which is energy in motion. When you wish for something, you are vibrating at a state of existence which is lack. You are vibrating at a state which is not having it. You don't have it, so you want it in the future. And by doing that, you are going to attract like vibrations of more lack. What you need to do instead, if you wish to manifest things, is to vibrate at a state of existence in which you've already obtained it, even if you haven't physically manifested it yet. Being grateful for it every single day, being like, thank you for this beautiful thing, and emitting gratitude, which is one of the highest emotions that you can have, correlated to already having obtained what you desire. And this becoming the vibration that you wish to attract is how shit works. So hope that helps. Coincidence does not exist. What coincidence is law that has not been identified. So that being said, when you see somebody who has accomplished crazy shit, you know, dream shit that you feel like is impossible, but they did it anyway, they got lucky, they got some big break, that's not the case, my friend. They put in work that you might not know about in every single case. In order to have some shit happen like that, you have to put in work. And instead of seeing that as discouraging, like, oh, I probably got to put in so much work, see it as encouraging, because you see people that are accomplishing crazy shit in this world. I know you see it on social media. So that means that you can do the same exact thing if you put the action into it. Consistency, my friend, is how you are going to accomplish your dreams. That is exactly how you can do fucking anything. Obtain fucking anything. You must tell the universe, yeah, I have a desire. This ain't just a want. This is a fucking burning desire. You need that flame inside of you that's roaring, and then you need to take action accordingly. It is not just the burning desire. It is also affiliated actions with that. You have to have a plan. You have to just... The universe ain't gonna just give you whatever the fuck you want if you're just daydreaming about shit. You need to take those daydreams, which are important, and then... which are the fuel for your actions. If you don't take action consistently, you are not going to get what you want. It doesn't matter if you take 6 months or if you take 60 years. You need to be consistent so the universe takes your ass seriously. We create our reality, but we don't get what we want because the part of you that wants is your ego and your false version of yourself. And your false version of yourself is not the you that orchestrates the events of your life. It is your true soul, higher self that orchestrates the events of your life. So you don't get what you want. Your higher self gives you what you need. It gives you what you need to grow, to work off karma, to become stronger, to become smarter, to become more wise. These are the events that you are going to manifest into your life. So as you step into this wanting to become your greatest version, stepping into your path of ascension, you would think, oh, I'm going to accumulate a whole bunch of blessings. I mean, you could look at it as a blessing because even shitty things are for a reason. They give you a lesson. So our soul sees it as a blessing, but in the human experience, it's like, oh, this is shit. Why am I getting this? It's like, oh, this is shit. Why am I getting this? I'm trying to live a spiritual life. I'm doing well. I'm eating well. I'm treating people well. I'm thinking well. Why am I getting these shitty situations? It's because your higher self sees that you're on that path. And these trials and tribulations are exactly what you need to go through to grow. So you're not going to get the events in life that you want. You're going to get the events in life that you need. We are creators. So you should be creating something at least once a day, every single day. You don't have to post it. You don't have to show anyone. You don't have to even finish something. But you should be creating something and vibrating at that frequency of creating and in alignment with your passion every single day. So let's say you got school, you got work, you got children to take care of. As soon as you wake up in the morning, adjust your sleep schedule. Wake up an hour earlier, 2 hours earlier, even a half hour earlier. You know, do your little morning routine things if you have that. And then first thing that you do in the day, create something. Create something that is alignment with your passion. This is going to allow you to be productive to the extent that you wish to be. A lot of the times we want to be productive and do things, but we let life get to us and shit. Be smart, and your first intention of the day is to create something. Life is a cosmic gift to ourselves, from ourselves, to experience ourselves. You got it? We are loving awareness. Nothing more, nothing less. We are not minds, we are not bodies. We are awareness, consciousness, constructed of the highest frequency, which is love. We are here to spread love. We are here to feel love, to inherit and be a part of your true purpose in this life, and to align yourself with what you are here to do. You are to awaken to your true nature. Stop being a human doing and be a human being. Be in the moment and experience your true nature and raise your frequency to raise the frequency of the planet. Love yourself. Invest time, energy, money into yourself. Expand your consciousness. Dedicate the time to learn things that you know that you want to learn about. Dedicate the money into giving yourself things that you deserve. Treat yourself. Go out to a movie with yourself. Go out to eat with yourself. Do things for yourself. You have to fill your own cup before you can pour into other people's cups, or else you will be an empty fucking cup trying to pour into other people's cups and nothing is coming out because you didn't help and love yourself first. You cannot help and love anyone else if you do not help and love yourself. Put yourself above people, everybody and anybody and anything else, so that you can love yourself and help yourself, so that you can help and love other people. In this physical realm, this dense reality that we inhabit, money, currency, is freedom. This is the means by which you obtain just about everything that you desire. So obviously, figuring out how to adjust your mentality to a vibration that attracts the signature of money is preferable, so you can do shit. However, if you accumulate a lot of money and you sit on this money like it's a fucking pile of gold and shit, and you're just like keep on accumulating it because of your fear of losing it and your fear of spending the money, like, oh, I want to go on a vacation with my family and my loved ones and shit, but like I might have the money to get the plane tickets there, but how am I gonna get back? You know, what am I gonna do when I get back? That's a lack mentality, my friend. You are going to attract less money in this way of thinking. Money has zero value. Zero. Unless you use that shit. And what better way to use your money than to collect awesome ass human experiences, memories. That's the only thing that we take with us when we die. We are having a transient human experience for our soul's growth. We are here to enjoy this experience. We are here to awaken to our true nature and grow and have fucking dope ass experiences. You ain't gonna have dope ass experiences sitting in your house, sitting on a whole pile of fucking money because you're so scared to spend it. When you spend the money and you don't look back and you see it as like, this is a worthy cause of spending my money, I'm gonna spend this money, you will get that money back multiplied. That is an abundance mindset, my friend. The universe, whether it's good or bad thoughts, the universe will support you in your mentality. So think in abundance, not lack. Most people in their lives do not even come close to identifying with their true, deep, actual higher self. We live in these false selves. We identify with our minds, with our bodies, with our thoughts, with our personality, with the events of our physical life. These are things that are just a part of the game of this incarnation that is for the higher purpose of our soul growth. That being said, the best way to get the benefits of this game is to see it as a game, is to take the lessons from it and not be emotionally or just really attached and invested in it. A great exercise to become awakened to your deeper self in this incarnation was thought up by the great Edgar Cayce. He basically talks about viewing yourself and your interactions with everyone else from your higher self perspective and seeing you interacting with everybody, seeing you interacting, going through life in this physical body, and you taking yourself back and just watching everything, not being so invested in this ego, in this body, in this interaction, but kind of just step back and allow yourself to do everything that you would normally do. Just allow yourself to just watch yourself, really. It's kind of like automatic. Most of us is our subconscious mind, which is muscle memory and reactions and thoughts and phrases and shit that we normally are able to think up subconsciously, so we don't even have to even put much conscious thought into it. So just allow yourself to kind of run on autopilot, do your shit, and then uninvest yourself and just watch everything. And as you continue to do this, you will start to go back and back and back in awareness until you are in your deeper self and you see the game of life. You, my ethereal friend, do not exist. You are existence. You are not a human being. There is no such thing as a human being. There is no planets, suns, stars, solar systems. These are all concepts. There is no thing, period. There are no things, because things would imply separation. There is no separation. Everything is varying degrees of vibration. Me, you, your dog, your cat, the stars, the molecules are all vibration. We are all of existence. You do not exist. You are existence. If you are creating content of any kind, you are going to experience this where you are starting to create something and then you're like, this shit is garbage. And then you're going to want to push it aside and just forget it exists and create something new. But my advice to you would be to finish it. Finish implementing the idea that came to you. And then you will realize when you pick it up a couple months or a couple years in the future that you were being biased. You were being overly analytical and critical and shit, because that's something that we do. We criticize our work too much. So either put it aside and do what I just said and then pick it up in the future, or show it to a friend, an unbiased friend who isn't just going to tell you what you want to hear, you know what I mean? Like someone who will tell you how it is, because when you are not biased, you will see that when you're authentic, you create some beautiful shit. Two things that you can ask yourself if you are wanting to know if you truly have found your passion, or you are trying to find your passion and your true purpose in this life, is number one, does it make you intrinsically happy? If money was not a factor, if you could never make money off of this, would you want to do it for the rest of your life? Would you feel content and ecstatic and happy with doing this every single day until you die if you never made any money off of it? The answer to that is yes. That's a telltale sign that it is your passion. And another big thing that you need to ask yourself is number two, does it help people? You may be thinking, you're doing your passion for yourself, why does that matter? But our passion is our purpose in this life. Our emotions are a guide. It is a line of communication. It is energy and motion from our higher self, our true self, communicating to us in our life through our emotion. So what you feel passionate about is a sign of what your higher self put you here to do, what we're here to do. And we're not here to fucking do random shit and just like make ourselves happy. We are here for a mission, and our mission evidently will help other people as well as ourselves. So your true passion is your purpose in this life, and it will be something that you love intrinsically and will never want to stop doing, and it will help others. So this morning my computer stopped working. It just all of a sudden restarted itself, and then when it tried to turn itself back on, it just kept freezing. I turned it off, turned it back on, kept on trying to get it to work, and it just wouldn't work. And I felt myself go into this existential dread real quick, and I was just like, all my videos, all my music, all my shit is on there. I can't have this shit not work. So I tried to fix it, and I couldn't fix it. And then I reached this state of powerlessness and just acceptance and surrender, really, where I was just like, all right, me focusing on it not working is only going to perpetuate my suffering. So really, I kind of detached from it. I went for a walk and just accepted that maybe it's part of my path. Things that seem like negative obstacles might sometimes be what is supposed to happen for something greater to happen. That's what I learned today. Just wanted to share that with you guys. You ever just want to do some really childish things? Like, I'm not talking about like petty things. I'm talking about like just like very pure-hearted, innocent, childlike things. Like maybe you see like a butterfly and you want to go chasing a butterfly, or you see some lightning bugs at night, or maybe you're studying for your test and your cat is like at your leg and you just want to like drop everything and just play with your cat, but you're like, oh, this shit is due tomorrow type shit, and you gotta like, you know, compose yourself and be an adult, be responsible and things like this. All of us have an inner child within us, and our social environment makes it seem like you should be an adult, and at some age this child is supposed to grow up. Everyone's like, oh, what are you doing? Grow up. Like, don't grow up. Always stay in touch with your inner child, because a child knows more about existence than an adult. all of us have this inner child within us, and it doesn't matter how old or young you are, all of us have it. Unfortunately, because of our subconscious and social conditioning, most people push it to the bottom of their psyche, the back of their subconscious mind. But however, a child is one who is just recently in source consciousness. Before we are incarnated into this physical life, we were source consciousness. We were in our natural, multi-dimensional, infinite state of being, one with the infinite intelligence. We were unity consciousness. And then we came into this separation at birth. So the longer we are in this birth, the longer we're in this incarnation, the more susceptible we are to social conditioning. And a child is one who has not been socially conditioned yet. At the point that most people grow up is the point that they have been successfully conditioned. So why the fuck would you want to grow up? Like, think about it. If we as children are more accurate and pure, innocent expressions of our soul, our true state of being, our unity consciousness, and when we are adults, we are socially conditioned and we lose this connection to this source consciousness that is our true state of being, why would you want to be out of connection with your true state of being? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you can't do things that an adult would do. Like, obviously, you got to pay bills or, you know, whatever the fuck an adult would do. But you don't have to submit to this adult mindset. Like, oh, I'm too grown to go frolic in the puddles and splash water around. I'm too grown to, like, sit here and, like, play with my cat. Like, we are in this life to have fun. We're in this life to have a great fucking time. And that's what children want to do. So feed your inner child and have fun. We have two bodies, our physical body and our ethereal body, or our life force, our prana, our chi body. Regardless of what you call it, we have something that is integrated into our physical body that represents our physical body and integrates itself into our physical body via the chakras, the acupuncture points, etc. When you realize that we have this higher vibrational energy permeating throughout our being that is activated through things in their density, such as oxygen, you are going to see your true superhuman potential so fucking quick. Shit that you never thought was imaginable happens when you realize the existence of chi, maintain your intake of chi, and control your chi. Chanting mantras in meditation is a fucking beautiful way to manipulate your vibration to a divine frequency. A frequency that will open your specific chakras, which will allow you to experience things like clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience in meditation. These are the portals, the gateways to the metaphysical. We have these physical glands within us which are connected to these centers of ethereal energy which may be opened with vibration, which we can access through mantras. Mantras are much more powerful than you think that they are. Try chanting Aum in your meditations just 5 fucking times and see what happens.
Thoughts do not create reality. What creates reality is thoughts that have been emotionalized. When you emotionalize a thought, that basically means that you are giving it energy. You are dedicating an emotion, likely a high vibratory emotion such as love or faith or something like this, to a thought. If you are not emotionalizing or feeling emotion with a thought that you want to manifest, it will not manifest. Let me tell you why. Because abstraction, concepts, thoughts, ideas, these are all part of the 5% of us that is our conscious mind. Our subconscious mind only knows emotion. It's a feeling mind. It only knows emotion and energy. It doesn't know these concept, abstract shits like thoughts. So you have to feel emotion to penetrate your subconscious mind so that it can start working for you and manifesting everything that you fucking want. Hey guys, I got a little secret for you. Everything that you want, you already have. There is a parallel reality where everything exists. everything exists at the same time. There is no past, present, future. Everything is coexisting in the same moment. We only have these illusions because of the illusion of space and time, because of the lower density we're on. So, in these parallel realities, which really is just, different variations of the same reality, but for the sake of understanding, these parallel realities, you already have everything that you are wanting right now. You know that? It's already happened. You don't have to obtain everything. You already have it. It's just a matter of aligning yourself on the vibration of that plane of existence. Aligning yourself with that parallel timeline and allowing yourself to sink in with the events of it. So really, you are not receiving anything. You are simply aligning yourself with the version of yourself, the timeline, the reality in which you already possess everything. Because it's already out there. Every possible, conceivable fucking thing that you could ever want, you already have. You just have to become the you that has those things. You have to become the vibration that you want to attract. Become the version of yourself which you have already obtained everything. It's not a matter of getting things. It's a matter of realizing that you already have it.
When you are trying to create something, anything, and you feel like in any way, shape, or form that you are forcing the process of creating that shit, drop it. Put it down, do something else to inspire yourself. Listen to something, watch something, do something to inspire yourself. Get yourself inspired and motivated on an intrinsic level to create something. Get that passion, get that burning fire raging inside of you. Don't just have that little ember. Don't just have like a little ember going and you're just like, making some half-ass shit. Get inspired, because when you are inspired, you are going to be creating things that are expressing your soul, your true self, to the fullest extent possible. When you are not extremely inspired, you are not going to express yourself to the true extent that you can. Would you rather have a whole bunch of creations that are all half-ass, or less creations that are fucking amazing?
Everything that is created first starts as an idea. Then you have to believe in it, you have to have faith in its existence, be confident in your ability to manifest it, and then you have to take actions accordingly. You have to make a plan actions, and you have to execute them. Nothing is going to manifest if you don't take action. So this is why I'm making this video, to encourage you to start taking action on anything. You have to realize that a lot of us think, oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm going to wait for this point in my life. I'm going to wait for me to have this. I'm going to wait for this, that, or the other for me to start doing this because I'm not ready yet. That is an illusion. That's an ego trap. That's going to hinder your productivity. Don't submit to that. Start working on shit right now, no matter how big a task is. Dream big and just be smart. Plan things and just execute. Just put action in today. It will become a snowball effect.
The people who run this world are depopulating us with legal documentation to justify it. Let me tell you why. Because of the fact that they're using global warming as a reason to get rid of humans, because they're saying that humans are the reason that we have pollution, and that is the reason that the world is having a lowered consistency atmosphere, and that's why we're having this global warming, and it's bad for the planet, bad for the human race, this, that, and the other. When in actuality, our sun is orbiting another sun, and the sun itself is heating up, so our entire solar system is heating up, including planet Earth, for something that has absolutely nothing to do with the life forms on it. But they don't want you knowing this, because they want you to think that humans are the reason that this planet is going through this warming, and are making it seem like the atmosphere is going to allow these cosmic rays to allow radiation to fuck up the planet and therefore fuck up human race. But in actuality, it's all a lie so that they can have legal documentation to fucking depopulate the planet. Knowledge itself is not power. What is power is organizing and directing knowledge into a practical plan of action for a definite purpose or goal. This is power. So that being said, having specialized knowledge required to accomplish a task is going to be more efficient than having a whole bunch of miscellaneous generalized knowledge. This is the reason why somebody who has a whole bunch of college degrees may not be as successful as a high school dropout. Because the high school dropout wasn't filling their mind with all this cluttered generalized knowledge. They were only focusing on exactly what they needed to direct into the plan of action that will bring them their goal. The generalized knowledge is not going to help you. It is specialized knowledge and applying it intelligently, which is going to make you successful.
Letting go of what no longer serves you is going to liberate you in ways that you would not have even thought imaginable. The harder it is to let something go, the more resistance in letting something go, the more worthwhile the outcome probably is. If you're letting go of something that's probably easy to let go, it might not have the most, the most liberating outcome. But something that is really hard to let go, like a toxic relationship, a drug addiction, a job that you don't know what your finances are going to be. Like, these are things that are like life-changing decisions. And when you let go to them, when you let go of these lower vibrational situations in your life, you are going to be liberated and your vibration is going to be raised immensely, and it is absolutely essential to self-development. So let go of what no longer serves you. When people talk about ascension and ascending, they're talking about returning to our true, essential, pure source state, which is light. We are beings of light who are currently inhabiting a lower density of vibration, these physical bodies. We are beings of light. Our consciousness, our spirit is higher dimensional, higher density vibration of light. When we ascend, it is the act of increasing the vibration of this physical vessel to integrate itself with the shift of the paradigm, which is the shift of our consciousness from one density to another, a higher density, so that we may partake in the transmutation of this physical body back into our bodies of light.